Hey everybody, it's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit, and we're in the 3.5 Monster Manual, and we're on the Troll today. And so there's a lot of misconceptions about the Troll. It says they're about 1.5 times the size of a human, but it also says they're 9 foot tall, so the human must be about 6 foot tall. But anyways, I have this Dreadnought. Yeah, Dreadnought. Hero click here. And it says trolls are very skinny, but in the artwork they have long arms and they're kind of goofy. So I'm going to see what we can pull off of this guy and what we can do with this dude to kind of get him turned into a troll. I think that would be good. So I'm going to snip this off, and this, and this, and get that whole knob off the back of his head. Okay, then I'm going to take his arms off and reposition those. Or not. I lost that arm. Hard plastic never wins. We'll see if I can get that one back. Okay, that one's salvageable. But then we want him off that base. Off that base. And then I'm not real happy with this thing on his back here, so I'm going to take that off. Okay, yeah, I'm going to clean that up where I cut his arm off a little bit. Okay, I'm not real happy with the legs, but I'm afraid I'll just completely destroy him trying to get those legs off. So I'm just going to snip a little bit of this around, and then I'm going to hit him with a wire brush, kind of get some of the That's not really working. Okay, no problem. I'll get an emery board. And that will work. Nice. We'll get rid of that little squared off spot. And we'll smooth out his cuts a little bit. Okay. So, I do want to reposition his legs pretty bad, so I think what I'm going to try to do is snip those off carefully. There we go. I have to snip that too. All right. And then I know that I want to make these legs a little more bent in. So I'm going to take a little wedge out of those, so I can bend them back some. And that's real easy to do. You just carefully get in there like that. I'm going to take off this little back spike that we don't want. I'm just going to get in that wedge and just carefully saw that out so I can close that leg up some. All right. I did lose part of an arm, and I don't know where it could have went. It flew off, so we're going to have to find some a new arm piece there, and that's okay. I think we can find that pretty easily. I have enough stuff in my parts box that we should be able to find us a good arm. All right, what do you got? You got potential, but you're not the one. I doubt you're the one, but you could be the one. You're the one. Okay, and we'll take you two. So all the troll miniatures I have are real hefty and buff, even the official ones I have, except for the one female troll. So trolls are supposed to be skinny and gross, not buff. So let's get this dude's arm, which he has so kindly agreed to donate to our cause. And I have I already prepped a base there. I'm going to snip this crotch butt part here a little bit, so there's no pointy parts there. And then we're going to try to reposition these legs. Now, I don't know if I went in far enough to really crunch those down the way I wanted to. So I'm just going to come back in here just lightly and shave off A little bit more. So I can close that up a bit better. Okay. And I don't know. This one seemed like it was pretty good. Nope, it needs more work too. Now this is really hard plastic, so we might have to just completely sever these in the end. Yeah, we probably have to sever these all the way because this plastic's just so... The difference in HeroClix is insane from one to the next of how they respond to crafting. Like, but they're cheap. They used to be much cheaper, but they're cheap. Okay. I'm going to snip this off and use it to reposition it. And I'm just going to cut this hole back into a little bit. Okay. That's kind of how I want that one. I want the other one less so. Let's see if I can just pop that off there a little bit. Yeah, we can. I'm just going to snip that just a tiny bit. Get a teeny bit of glue. And there we go. All right, we have 2 legs that need repositioned. All right, so I'm going to get in here. I'm going to just kind of fill in that butt a little bit. And then I need to pull this leg out some so it's a little more out. I kind of want to pull him forward a little bit, if I can do that. Okay, cool. So my goal is that he would be leaning a little bit forward. And one of his legs is kind of up on the toe. That's what I want to happen there. So to do that, we're going to slowly force him into position. We're going to get the first leg in spot and the second leg in spot. And then once we have that solid, oh, no good. All right, we'll try it again. Okay. Okay. Get the one leg, the back leg. All right, kind of got him in the position I want him starting out in, okay? Now we're going to get some glue, and we're going to get this butt connected good. We're going to get the legs. And I don't care for this texture. So I'm just going to rub glue around and try to get some of that just molded into the actual mini. Now he's really sturdy, and we hid some of that detail I didn't like. Now we got to work on his arms. I'm just getting a little piece of toilet paper, dirty toilet paper here from my garbage. And I'm going to clean up that glue real quick and grab some of that dust off of there. All right, so we need to do his arms, and we know this arm needs some work. We took this off another model, and it didn't work for what we were doing. So we're going to snip his hand off here. We're going to get that other hand we needed. Was it the wrong arm? That was the wrong arm. Hold on. Which arm was this? Oh, okay. All right, cool. So we're going to take both arms then, and we'll just do it that way. We're going to snip that off and make his arms kind of long and silly. Oh. All right. Perfect for what I wanted there. Let's just get a tiny dab of glue. Get that in place. And then we're going to mount that arm right there. And then because we made some mistakes, we'll have to be real careful coming forward with this next part and make sure his arms are scaled okay. We don't want them to be completely off from each other. Okay, that's going to work. All right, we're going to get a dab of glue. And mount that. And then we're going to attach that to the shoulder. I'm using a little more glue for that part. Okay. There you go. He's kind of got long arms. He's lanky and skinny and weird. We're going to come in here with our glue. We're just going to touch up and fill these gaps a little bit. Just clean that up. There's a little weirdness to his butt there that we're going to have to widen out so it doesn't look so awkward and thin. There we go. All right. Then we're just going to get in here, glue on all that, to thicken it up and sturdy up those connections. And I'm going to get rid of some of that texture on his back while we're at it. I'm going to leave some of that texture on his front. So to do that, I'm just going to get that dirty piece of toilet paper I just had, and I'm going to dab his chest so the glue is not overwhelming. Then I'm going to come in here and we're going to douse him. All right, so let's take a look and see what we got to do here. We got some string there. We can get rid of that. We got to touch up that butt where we added a little bit. No problem. Too easy. All right, he is really good and sturdy now. We just need to clean up around those arms and sturdy those up. So we're just going to get some glue and rub it around on that texture we don't want to keep, like that. And then let it go all the way up his arm. See how I just let it roll and drip, and I turned him so that it kind of is dripping up his arm, like running up his arm. Then we're going to get those covered up with some baking soda. Okay. Sweet. Now, iconically, trolls have giant, real long noses. Let's get his face here real cleaned up real quick. I'm just going to snip a little bit of bumps there. There's a bit of a seam line. I'm just cutting that seam line off. Okay. He's pretty good for the most part. There's a bump here I want to get rid of. Where's my camera in a weird spot? There we go. There's a bump here I wanted to get rid of, and I just snipped that off with my snippers. I'm pretty happy with him at this point. Now when he has long nose, I'm going to clean up that glue real quick. And since I have this little club here that we snipped off of that, maybe we can make that our long nose. Let's see. We're going to snip his original nose off. So we have a good, oh shit. So we have a good flat spot to connect the new nose. Let me get a little glue on that. Okay. We're going to snip the original nose off like I said. Alright, my snippers are too dull. Let me get a new pair. Okay. And let's see which way that mounts. I want my curve going down. There we go. Okay. Now, let's get a little piece here and get a little glue in there. And I'm going to just rub glue all around that nose. To get it to attach nicely. Okay. It's pretty sturdy and good there. Okay, now we need some pointy ears. So I think I'm just going to try to snip those to be the ears. All right, now I'm nervous about this. I have a little parts poker thing I'm going to grab to put these on. Oop. So they're real tiny. Okay. Oops. I gotta figure out how it mounts. I lost track of it. There we go. Okay. We're gonna do the same thing on this side. Just get a tiny dab of glue. And drag that around. Get our piece. Oh shit. Mayday, mayday. Mounted it bad. Oh, okay. Okay. So instead of re-gluing that, I'm just going to get my minor burning hand spell. Heat that up. And put my ear in place. Mistakes, mistakes. All right. Carefully, we're going to come behind the ears. Get some dabs of glue there, and let that run down onto the neck. I'm going to sprinkle that. Okay. Ears connected. Should be sturdy and permanent. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit down on this neck to get some of that glue sucked up. All right. Now, they should have claws, right? But I think that because he's making fists, you just can't see the claws, and that'll be okay. Okay. I'm going to come through and snip off any weird bumps I don't like from the glue. That'll be easy enough to do. I'm going to re-get him going on this base so that whenever I'm done, I can easily remove him from this. And having one smooth dab of glue is easier to remove than having like anything chunky that you had to glue a few times. Sweet. Okay, and then I'm just going to clean up any possible spider webs that are left. All right, so when I come back in part 2 of the troll, I'm going to have him, they usually have hair. Should I put hair on him? Let's see if we can put a little hair. All right, not too hard of a task. I'm going to get a couple pieces of yarn here and try to snip those off. There we go. And then I'm going to get those two kind of roughed on one edge. I'm going to put a dab of glue on his head, just like that. And I'm going to smear it to look like hair a little bit, and then drag it back some more. Okay. And I'm going to get these. I'm going to do one first. Get that one off there. And push it down into that glue and see if one's enough. And then once I get that on there and connected good, just like that. Okay. Push that around. There we go. And I'm going to untangle that stuff like this. Then on the front of his face, I'm just going to pull my tip of my glue gun at an angle through there and rough that up so it looks like little lines of hair going back. Okay. I'm going to shove all that down and let it cool. Just like that. You don't want to hit the hair with this. You just want to kind of grab this strings. And you want to get your glue. And get it in that hair so it makes it solid. And then get your toothpick or whatever you're using and just drag that back so it's all laying down, or at least manageable to work with at that point. Okay. I wanted my troll to have a little bit of hair. Once that dries, you can snip off loose stuff. I'm going to do something stupid here. You'll see. That's very stupid to do, just so you know. Then when this dries, it'll be hard as a rock and sturdy. Just want to separate those a little bit. There we go. I'm going to pull that one over to the side some. Nice. Okay. I'm not happy with that bump there. I'm not sure if I can deal with that right now. It won't be bad. All right, so there's our troll up close. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell icon and all that happy crappy. Leave a comment. Go to our website, buy some minis. That helps out the channel a little bit indirectly. and join our Discord. Last night we played Doom Venture on there live in voice chat. We had a lot of fun. There were 4 adventurers, and they're trying to purge a town of corruption, and they're doing a job of it. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.